I'm having my traditional Christmas dinner at Musso and Frank. I had just polished off the prime rib and was enjoying a lovely King Robb cocktail when I saw her out of the corner of my eye. 26, a redhead with ringlets. She was drinking a Shirley Temple and holding a copy of The House at Pooh's Corner, and looking at me with a single tear in her eye. I muttered to myself, "Oh crap," and tried to avoid eye contact, but it was too late. I knew the type. Wealthy suburbanite who knew enough about the world to feel guilty about it. But they did not have the energy or wherewithal to actually fix anything large, so instead they tried to assuage their guilt by doing small acts of kindness, even if the targets of said kindness wanted them or not. And she had decided that this Christmas, what that lonely old man sitting across from her needed was some company. Well, this woman sits down and without so much as a by your leave grabs my hand and starts prattling on about how sad it is that an old retiree spend Christmas alone. Forget the fact that I actually was not yet retired. In fact, I had just wrapped a picture with John Huston called Escape to Victory, which, believe me, was a production and a half and another story for another time. Also, I had been invited to another Christmas soiree by another prominent director, but I turned it down because A, I really liked prime rib, and B, he was a notoriously angry drunk, and I did not want to spend Christmas dodging flying shot glasses. And I tried to explain this to the young woman, but she kept prattling on about peace and love and the holiday season, and in lieu of throwing my King Robb in her face, I decided to tell her a little story. You know, I get what you mean. About this time last year, I was spending Christmas with a friend and his family, wife and 3 children. And you never saw an unhappier bunch in your life. The kids were crying, the parents were arguing, and the whole time I'm thinking to myself, how can I bring some peace to this family? So I offered to make everyone my famous holiday eggnog. And into that nog I sprinkled some quixonato powder that I had acquired from Nepal. By the way, quixonato, translated roughly into English, means the sleeping death. Well, anyway, after a few minutes they stopped fussing. As a matter of fact, they stopped everything. But then I saw their faces as they were laid out on the dining room floor, and I realized that I had given them the greatest Christmas gift of all. I had given them peace. The story, of course, was nonsense, but it was effective nonsense, because it made the young woman bolt from my table like I was a pantsless Harvey Weinstein. She almost bumped into John, who was approaching my table at the same time. So I ordered 2 more King Robbs and some New York cheesecake for dessert. And the rest of the evening was 2 old geezers catching up on lives well spent. And if that's not a fine way to spend Christmas, I don't know what is.